It's the moment Canadian soccer has been building toward for decades. On July 4th at NRG Stadium in Houston, co-host Canada faced Morocco, ranked 7th in the world, for a place in the World Cup quarterfinals. Kickoff is 1 p.m. Eastern, and the winner? They move on to face France or Paraguay in Boston. Here's everything you need to catch the action. The match kicks off Saturday, July 4th at 1 p.m. Eastern, that's 10 a.m. Pacific, at NRG Stadium in Houston. In the U.S., watch on Fox Sports. In Canada, it's TSN, RDS, and Crave. UK viewers can catch it on ITV, and in Australia, it's on SBS. Michael Oliver has the whistle. And remember, the winner advances to face France or Paraguay in the quarterfinal in Boston. This is a rematch 4 years in the making. Morocco eliminated Canada in the group stage back in 2022 before going on their historic run to the semifinals. Now Canada gets a shot at redemption on home soil in their first ever World Cup round of 16 appearance. And add this, the return of captain Alphonso Davies after more than a year out injured, plus a potential quarterfinal date with tournament favorite France looming, and you've got one of the most compelling storylines of the entire knockout stage. As coach Jesse Marsch put it, preparing for Morocco is like a nightmare. But this is exactly the opportunity Canada wanted. So let's talk form. Canada arrives having already made history, their first World Cup point, their first win, their first knockout victory, a nail-biting 1-0 win over South Africa, sealed in the 92nd minute. But they've had to grind for every result. Morocco, meanwhile, is unbeaten in 9 straight matches, dating back to last year's Africa Cup of Nations final. They drew with Brazil, handled Scotland and Haiti, and survived a penalty shootout thriller against the Netherlands. On paper, Morocco, ranked 7th in the world, is the form team here. But Canada, they've proven all tournament they don't scare easily. Now the men who can decide this game. For Canada, all eyes are on Steven Eustáquio, whose late winner sent them through, and on Alphonso Davies, back from injury and capable of changing the game in a flash. Jonathan David leads the line up top. For Morocco, Ismail Saibari has been the form player of the tournament, with 3 goals, backed by attacking fullback Achraf Hakimi and the ever-reliable goalkeeper Yassine Bounou. A penalty shootout hero who, fun fact, was actually born in Montreal. Let's look at the history, and it doesn't favor Canada. 3 wins for Morocco, 1 draw, and Canada's still searching for their first ever victory over the Atlas Lions. Their last meeting, a 2-1 Morocco win in Qatar back in 2022, is still fresh in Canadian minds. On the injury front, Canada is missing Ismail Kone long-term, and the big question is whether Alphonso Davies starts or comes off the bench. Morocco, by contrast, is close to full strength. Center-back Chadi Riyad has recovered from a knock and should slot right back into an otherwise unchanged lineup. So how will they line up? Canada is expected to go with a 4-4-2, Crépeau in goal, a back 4 of Johnston, Bombito, Cornelius, and Larriea, Eustáquio pulling the strings in midfield, and Jonathan David paired with either Larin or Oluwase up top, with Davies waiting for his chance. Morocco should stick with the 4-2-3-1 that's carried them this far. Bounou in net, Hakimi and Mazraoui bombing forward from full back, and Saibari leading the line, supported by Brahim Diaz and Bilal El Khanous. Let's talk numbers. Morocco sits at world number 7, the highest-ranked team Canada has faced all tournament. Canada comes in at number 30. Saibari's 3 goals lead all form players in this fixture, and Morocco's 9-match unbeaten run, that speaks to their consistency. Watch the set pieces too. Steven Eustáquio has taken 33 corners and free kicks for Canada, while Achraf Hakimi handles Morocco's, with Brahim Diaz, Hakimi, and Rahimi sharing penalty duties. So what happens Saturday? The numbers lean Morocco. Opta's model gives them a 53% chance of winning in regulation, just 22% for Canada, and a real possibility over 25% that this one goes to extra time. Our prediction? Morocco 2, Canada 1, with a genuine chance it stretches into extra time or penalties given Canada's disciplined defending and Morocco's shootout pedigree this tournament. Morocco's superior ranking, inform attack, and knockout experience make them the favorites. But Canada's home crowd and a fully fit Alphonso Davies could make this one a lot closer than the numbers suggest.